We are live. Are we live? Yeah, totally live, man. So how's that backdrop? A little bit better, maybe? That's that is the Badlands right behind me. I tried to find my old spot, but how's the audio? Can somebody oh shit. This live stream is guaranteed to disappoint with technical difficulties. Hey, what's up, Mark? Waiting for food at Star Rock. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you guys checked in. What's up, man? I'm doing well. I'm drinking too much and eating too much, but other than that, yeah, it's yeah. If you guys don't know where I'm at, that's the Badlands behind me, and I am out in. If I said I was in Buffalo Gap, nobody would know what the hell I'm talking about. But if I said Badlands, that's basically the same thing, except one's a national park. Food came. Tune in late. All right, y'all have fun, Keith. It's what we all do on road trips. Yep, cool shot. Audio's great. I don't know how, well, so I'm actually in a little divot. I don't know if you can see it up there, but the bike is up there. But the wind up there is howling. It's like 30 consistent 30 knot winds with gusts to like 45. It's just ridiculous. And it keeps the wind's direction keeps switching. So my original intent was to set up behind the bike. So I set up behind the bike, and then the storm came in. Y'all, yeah, it's been such a weird day. It's been such a weird week. I don't know getting things in. I can't hear the birds chirping. Can y'all hear the crickets and the birds? Most importantly, can you see that nuclear blast that went off behind me? I don't know if you can see it anymore, but yeah, they're testing nuclear weapons over here. It's really storms, but yeah. Welcome everyone. I'm sorry, I'm just still. I was sitting down drinking a beer on the edge, and I was sitting there drinking a beer, just chilling, and I got up. I can't remember how to get something, and just before I got up, I checked the weather. I was like, well, I wonder what time I should sit up. I was gonna just throw the tarp out and like bedroll it next to the bike because there's no trees out here. I checked the weather, and the last time I checked it, it was 20% chance of rain, which means it's probably not gonna rain. If it does, it'll rain for 15 minutes. I didn't think anything about it. Well, that was about 4 hours ago. So I sat down. I was like, well, the weather's been changing. It was 40% last night over here. The forecast in Badlands. And then 20%, and then it looked like maybe it's not going to rain at all this weekend. So I was like, oh, cool, that's great. Everybody else gets rained on this weekend, but I get a good weekend. Do the live stream, and I was like, yeah, I got a good signal. I got, I can deal with the wind, and I started checking the forecast. It was like 90% chance of rain starting in about 45 minutes. I was like, oh no, this can't be. I checked it again. I was like, this can't be. And I stood up, turned around. On the other side, there's just this wall of insanity, apocalyptic weather. And there's just you could see the showers coming down in 3 spots, just huge. And it's coming this way. And I was like, okay, tarp. Just get the tarp. Get the thing everything tied to the bike. Tarp it down. Throw all the shit underneath it. You got it. By the time I got everything staked down, I stood up and started getting pelted. So I was like, oh no, all my shit's open. I'm gonna get clobbered. I grabbed all my shit, threw it under the tarp, crawled under there before I got crawled under there. By the time I crawled under there, it stopped raining. I was like, shit. Pulled out the chair. Pulled out the chair. Started walking around, grabbed the beer, almost got sat down, started raining again. It rained for 15 minutes. It's pretty hard this time. Anyway, 90% chance of rain today. Well, smile. Anybody got anything interesting going on? What's the beer of the day? Oh, y'all are gonna love this. You ready? Any guesses? Any guesses what somebody on a motorcycle adventure gets to participate in beer wise? Give me three guesses. Anybody that's got a guess? Let's go. Let's have them. You're gonna enjoy this. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it, and you're not gonna guess it. Nobody's gonna guess it. Nobody is gonna get this right. Who's got the guesses? Your crickets, but that's because tonight is not. Oh, yeah. Beer of the day. Don, you gotta announce the stuff, man, or tell us it's gonna be everything. Dude, I would love to announce it. I don't know when I show up. I mean, you think that I'm plugged into the internet? I'm not. I just so happen I have fantastic connection out here. It's very fast, so I can't. I would love to announce it, but I mean, I could do that. I could say I'm going to do it every Friday night. Are you going to be more disappointed if I don't do it, or if I show up and I do it and it sucks? You know, I don't know. I don't have to deal with that. I wished I could on the road. It's not like I'm showing up at at a fiber link facility. I can't. I don't know. If I was checking into a hotel every night, I was like, yeah, they got pretty good Wi-Fi at hotels. I'll just plug into their shit or either that or streaming from the freaking Starbucks lobby. Anyway, sorry. I would love to schedule it. I would love to. I just don't know that I can. Something with the Ram's head. That's a good guess. Yeah, who is that? I can't even read who that is. Oh, Todd, what's up, man? Yeah, your world is very organized. This world out here is not. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. The worst case scenarios, you can catch it later. I mean, I hate to. Live stream is live stream. I prefer to talk to you guys, but yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't see the names on here. It's a telephone, and I'm blind. Hey, Motorhead, what's up? I got the cold kind. Miller Lite is the beer of adventures everywhere. That's a pretty good guess. Starlink. Yeah. Yeah, why don't you guys get me some Starlink, man? I'll carry that shit around on the bike. I got room above my head. So I got no more guesses on the beer. Who's got the guesses on the beer? You're not going to guess it. Carl got pretty close. Today, we're drinking the beer of an adventurer. We're drinking Freedom beer. That's right, Freedom beer. It's actually Bud Light. Didn't have a lot of choices. The grocery store, it's Badlands grocery. Oh well. It's almost cold, so I got that going for me. It tastes like it's brewed. It almost tastes like beer. So yeah. And who all's in here? I got several people that chimed in. Who all's in here? Hit the comment in the comment. Who all's in here? I gotta know who's watching. Do I have anybody in here that hasn't subscribed to me yet? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? 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 Starlink. Oh, dude, I would love to have Star. I can't complain. This freaking phone, this is my hotspot. When it's hot, it's really hot. Like right now, I'm in freaking Badlands, and I got internet off my phone. I can't complain, but some of the best places to do a live stream have almost no internet. So I hate that. I would love to think that I could go anywhere and just maybe that's 5 years down the road. I don't know. All I know is it is a world of difference since I hit the road in 2015. It is a huge world of difference. And even then, I had unlimited Sprint, but Sprint network, man, they're just nowhere. I'm in the Badlands. I'm streaming in a freaking divot, and it's basically in the middle of nowhere. The only thing that's around here is cow pastures and buffalo and a national park around there. There's a town about 5 miles away, but it may be 500 people. All right, who all's in here? Everybody bailed when I asked them. Or hello, old man. What's up, man? Hardcore is on hand. Just getting over about a COVID. Well, that sucks, man. At least you survived, though, bro. Love that backdrop. I actually had to pull some strings to get this backdrop back here. Man, I'm yeah. I gotta get shit. It's really hard to do this thing on the phone. Sup, Gary? How did you get your pad replaced by Haven? So I emailed uh, well, it's Tim, and Tim referred me to Derek. Well, they both got on it, and they couldn't figure out what to do because uh, I wasn't using it until the last night before I got to Chicago. I wasn't using the Haven. I was just smacking the Blackbird around the tree, just falling in it because I didn't need anything. I didn't need anything special. I just needed. In fact, I wasn't even putting up the tarp because it wasn't raining. But it was my last night before I got to Chicago. I was like, let's put the Haven on. I want to be comfortable. So blew the thing up, and it was collapsed in 30 minutes. So I emailed those guys like, I don't know what to do. By the time we got it figured out, I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna be. Shit, I'll just do a big loop around Lake Michigan and come back. So I gave them Keith's address, and they mailed it, and I've been sleeping on it ever since. So yeah, I would say I can't remember. It seemed like there was a couple of people that were having some problems with their mattress. I would say just call and go, hey, look, man, my shit's however many weeks old, and if you got problems with that, they were very, hey, how do we fix this kind of thing, and what do we have to do? And I was like, hey, man, I got problems, and I'm on the road, so that's a bigger problem. They were like, yeah, we'll have. It was there in 2 days. By the time I got left good, by the time I got back, it was there. So I'm real pleased. And it's holding air. That's big. And I'm comfortable once again. Buells are fun. Hey, Gary and Carl. Sup, Todd? Yeah, y'all do like my backdrop. I wished I was close to the rocks. I wished I was closer to the bighorn sheep, the antelope, the deer, the buffalo. I wished I was closer. My plan was to get to a spot where I know there was buffalo, but I'll never be able to get close. I'll never be able to have the experience I had up in the park. I'll never be able to do that unless I do something really illegal, and I don't want to do that. I want to be legal. The experience I had in 2016, I parked my bus up on the top, a little pull out, and they got a campground, but I didn't want to be in the campground. Camp looked bored as shit, even though probably the buffalo come through there too, but buffalo's all over the place. But the spot that I picked was just amazing. I got my binoculars out. I could see all the animals that I just described in herds all over the plain. This is where I'm looking, all over down here. It was just exceptional. I had a close encounter with one buffalo on the trail, and then I had a close encounter with the whole herd. I was woken up the next morning, and the buffaloes were scratching themselves on my bus, and that's what woke me up. The bus going like this. It's freaking hilarious. Anyway, yeah, the big thing was I wanted to recreate my thing in Buffalo Gap, which was a big buffalo roundup. I didn't want to do one of those again, but I did want to camp out on something like this and look out at the buffalo. I'm in the wrong spot, but it is what it is. And I'm here live streaming from Badlands. What are you guys doing? Anybody riding this weekend? Big long weekend. Hazy IPA from Stone Brewery. Yeah. crazy IPAs in the last week. That's about the good. I've had some good food and some good beer in the last week. But other than that, everything just kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say falling apart. This is really not. It's just shit breaks, man. Shit breaks when you put 3,000 miles in a couple of weeks on your bike. I think I got more than that. I got to go back and count my miles. So, since you're tuning in, I'll tell you what happened that you'll be seeing here shortly, which is got on the ferry, just published that video this morning. Got off the ferry, went up, I don't know, a couple hundred miles up into Michigan, and no, it wasn't even that far. It's probably 150. It wasn't 2 hours, I don't think. Anyway, went camping on the dunes in the wilderness area, which was fantastic. I think I spent 3 or 4 days there. Yeah, 4 days. Oh, it was great. Good weather. It was a little cold every day, cold at night, but it doesn't. It's like I got 55 during the day, and then like 40, low 40s. Wasn't too bad, but it's a beautiful area. Got up, was going to try to go north into the Sleeping Bear Dunes, and there was campground stocked. I couldn't find a place to get onto the water to camp. That was my big dream. Is I had this vision of going into the woods and camping by the lake, because there's a lot of woods by the lake. You just can't get to them on a motorcycle apparently, or you gotta pay somebody that has a house on. Anyway, so I just breezed through there. Then I went across the Mackinac, which is coming up. It's kind of interesting. And then I go to the Hiawatha Forest, freeze my balls off up there, and decide that it's way too soon to be camping in the Upper Peninsula. And haul out of Chicago, spend the night. I can't remember if I went the next night. No. Next night, or the next day, me and Keith went on a really cool trip. We're having dinner tonight, which is Starved Rock. The big state park's beautiful. Anyway, we rode out there, had dinner, came back. Really cool. So that's going to be a video. I haven't even started editing that. That's going to be in Chicago. He doesn't live in Chicago. He lives in the suburbs, but it's kind of shocking that between the city and yeah, it's nice out there. It's nice where he lives. It's really nice. So we basically rode across the countryside and then went. Anyway, and then Monday I got up, started towards Iowa, making my way zigzagging across Iowa, seeing the things that Keith suggested, trying to see some of the things that my new friend James suggested, and got to one of the bakery stops, and my clutch cable started coming apart. So I'd already made plans to stop by James' house, but that was even more impetus. I was like, okay, I'm not doing any more touring. I'm going straight to your house because it's about half the cable. The about half the wire were just flayed open. So I was like, how many pulls do I got? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to shift gears without clutching. I gotta have the clutch. I don't have any of my interlocks disabled, so I gotta have the clutch to get out of first gear. So in other words, clutch, get the bike moving. Anyway, there's ways to do that, but you can avoid clutch even first if you disable all your interlocks, but I don't have that. Anyway, so I got to his house about 2 hours before I get there. It starts raining, so I'm soaking wet. I'm a wet dog coming into this place. Anyway, that's going to be a long story that you're not going to see because I'm going to make it all up because he doesn't want to be. He's a very private person. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be exposed to the web, and not for the reasons you think. I understand. Anyway, and then, damn, how long did I stay with him? 3 days? 4 days? Anyway, it was raining the whole damn time. So the next day, we got get a clutch cable repair kit, and I repaired what I thought was fine. It's clutching just fine. I repaired the cable that came with the bike, and I got halfway out of his driveway and the damn thing broke. Luckily, I had a cable that came with the kit. Cables. I just figured they were too small, but I pulled that thing out, ran it through the sheath, pulled the other one out, ran it through the sheath. I'm just fine. I'm going to get in the repair kit though. So keep a clutch repair kit on your bike if you're going on a long journey. That's my lesson. I've got some messages here that I will read. Hazy IPA. So will you be setting up the Haven? Now, I haven't decided. I thought I had some Tyvek. I did. I thought I had a big footprint of Tyvek, but what I have is shit. I hate this phone. What I had was a very small piece of Tyvek. I think it's what I trimmed off of the big piece that I had, and that's what I had in the bag. So I'll probably pull that Haven out and do that. But yeah, the thing that's crazy here is the weather. It's beautiful out here, and it was raining cats and dogs and thunder and lightning not an hour ago. So yeah, I'm probably going to set up the Haven, but not the way you think I should set it up because I'm already tarped. I'm just going to pull it out for something to protect my ground pad. So and maybe keep some bugs. I don't think there's a whole lot of bugs out here, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Makes Tuesday. I'm sorry. I'm going to go through these messages real quick. Rode down to Oak Mountain and cooked and swam a bit. Tuesday is my birthday. I'm riding all day. New bike, and I'm riding to put some miles on. Hell yeah, man. That's what you do. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to move this phone so I can see. I can't see. The sun is in my eyes. You got a great backdrop, but I can't see because the sun is in my eyes. If you make it to Montana, there's an old buffalo jump about 7 miles from Three Forks, Montana. It's where Indians used to run, or should I say stampede the buffalo? Oh, huh. Yeah, I'm all ears for what you guys want to show me about Montana. My first stop is going to be Wyoming. I got to stop and meet up with anybody. Remember Garrett Peterson? I'm gonna be hanging out with him. Hopefully, he's about to do something really stupid, and I'm gonna follow him around on my motorcycle and film him. So that's in about 3 days. It'll be 2 weeks before you guys see it. Sorry. Maybe I'll do a live stream with him. What kind of meals have you been making on the road? Nothing. Canned shit. I bought some stuff today. Like beans and rice. I gotta get shit together, man. I really have been sucking on the eating thing. But I've been drinking and eating crap. That's what I've been doing. The only decent food I've eaten is at Keith's house and James's house. That's the only decent food I've eaten. I have been eating shit. Chicago sucks. Yeah, I tried to stay completely away from it. You start putting the GPS location of your campsites in the videos? No, but are you not following my did I not send you my location tracking stuff? You should be able to see me every day where I'm at. And I never publicly post my campsites. But for my viewers, the people I know, my friends, all my campsites are available anytime you want to ask me. So in other words, it's kind of like saying, are you going to publish your bank account numbers and your passwords? No. But my friends have access to my bank account. So I hate to be like that, but I've given a lot of thought. I don't want to show up there a year from now, 2 years from now, and go, where are all these motherfuckers shot? My secret campsite. Who did this? But I trust my friends are not gonna sell me out and give away my awesome campsites. Campfire toasted Twinkies, man. Yeah, dude, show me how to do that. Why don't you make a video and show me how to do that? I figure by the time I split up with Garrett, I'm gonna start eating right. I'm gonna slow way down. In other words, I've been blazing across America, even though the Nick Megan haven't been no almost no interstate. I haven't been doing the crazy miles, but I haven't been staying in one place either. I haven't camped more than one night anywhere. Well, no, I'm sorry. Besides Michigan, so I haven't been really cooking. I stirred up a bunch of stuff. So when I concentrate and I can, when I've got some supplies nearby, maybe I can actually get some decent food to cook. I'm gonna start cooking. I got my grill, my little tiny tube grill. Uh, yeah, put them on the stick. Yeah, I figured that's probably what you did. I want to see somebody eat one. That's. I've never heard of it. But they fry them. They fry Twinkies. That used to be a big thing. Sounds diabetic. I mean, delicious. Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, the wind's died down. The sun's up, out. I think, I think I might try to get up the hill. Will y'all bear with me while I walk up there and I can sit by the, well, no, the wind's still blazing up there. I'll give it a few more minutes down here. Doesn't look like you'll be in the hammock tonight. No, I will be in the Haven, most likely, because I've already got my tarp set up. It's set up pretty well. I'm waterproof if nothing else, and all I got to do is be comfortable. And the ground's not real comfortable. It looks grassy, but it's kind of rough and rocky, and so I'm gonna put the Haven up as a shit. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a tub. That's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna lay the Haven on the ground, and I'm gonna put my mattress inside it, and it's just gonna be a tub. It's just gonna be sitting there. So, but eventually, I am going to, by God, I am going to set that Haven up as a tent. Tonight's gonna be closer to a bivvy than anything else. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do something. I don't hear much wind because I'm down. You can't really see. Let me at least walk around here. Let you guys see that. So I am. You can see the Badlands in the back. I am in. Let's see if I can get this thing. I am in Buffalo Gap National Grassland, and probably you guys are going to be hip to what's going on here. I'm going to call those buffalo, but they're really cows. So in my future videos, only you guys that have watched the live stream are going to be hip to it. I'm going to say, you can see the buffalo back here in the grasslands, and they're roaming here, and that's where the Indians used to hunt them, and blah, blah, blah. But you guys are going to know that's really cows, disappointingly. But so the bike is up there. So I'm down the hill because the wind was just brutal. It would blow the chair over. I mean, I would get out and the chair would go tumbling down the grassland. So that's how bad it was. So the wind is very subdued down here, but it's not raining. So, yeah, let's walk up there real quick. We've got 13 people in here. All right, so I'm surrounded by cactus and cow patties. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've already stepped on one cactus and it went through my adventure Crocs and went up to my, luckily it didn't go before, I think it's still in, oh wow, it hurts. I think it's still in the shoe, so I'm gonna have to be really, really slow. So it's been a while since I read about the geology of the Badlands, but it's basically an eroded, I think it's a chalk formation. So basically it's what used to be an ocean floor. So all of that's basically limestone. Limestone in the making. It hasn't actually made it there, so it's chalk. But that's why it's so ridiculously dramatic. Let's walk up to the bike. Unless I get, damn, I got, holy crap, I've got three needles in my foot. Because apparently you step on the cactus around here with adventure Crocs, just go straight through the shoe. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, so I used to travel with my Greyhound when I first started traveling. And the dude got into some cactus outside of, what's that cute little tourist town in Arizona? I can't think of. Anyway, we were out in a field like this with cattle and cactus, and the dude just kind of walked into some cactus and then stepped on it and went, oh, and he fell on it. It's like, ow, it hurts. He was a tough fucking dog, but anyway, he had cactus in his feet, and then he had cactus all over, so it took about an hour to pull all those needles out of the poor dude. So anyway, that's my camp. That was the emergency shelter I set up as it started raining. Cactus, cow patty. Or as the guys in the future edited version of the video of this experience, they're going to be like, yes, buffalo were here last night. That's what they left me. But yeah, it's beautiful out here, isn't it? Oh yeah. So yeah, that's my home for tonight. I was certain after it started raining, I was like, man, I'm going to be live streaming at the park. It's noisy as hell, windy. You see, I've got all my crap in there. So the second time it started raining, it rained for about 15 minutes. And then it stopped raining and then it got hot as hell. It's just sauna hot, like 100 degrees and 110% humidity. It was like, I gotta get out of here. And you can see it's very well ventilated, but it didn't matter. All that sunlight coming through there and all that steamy rain. So if I could get down back to the chair without stepping on more cactus, that would be awesome. I hope I don't do a dude and fall into the damn cactus. That would kind of suck. Yeah, does anybody else live stream and walk around? Has anybody ever seen that before? I'm sure they do. I just never seen. I guess I don't watch a lot of live streams. But you guys enjoy them, so I'll keep doing them as long as I got a signal. I wish I could schedule them. If I know I'm going to be somewhere, which I can't imagine, but if I know I'm going to be somewhere and I know they got good internet, I know I'm going to have a good signal, and you never know. You may say, hey, I'm downtown whatever city. Of course they got a good signal, but are you fighting everybody and their uncle for the bandwidth? I don't know. I mean, I could start scheduling Friday night, Saturday night video or live streams, but that goes back to the question: are you going to be more disappointed if you missed the live stream, the unscheduled live stream, or are you going to be more disappointed if you went and got a pizza and beer and you're sitting there waiting for that awesome live stream and it's laggy and it sucks, or like this one, I almost canceled it because of the wind, but I figured I scheduled it, let's go ahead and do it. If it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't, so I don't care. If you guys want to show up on a Friday night, I got nowhere else to be. I'm good with that. If everybody's cool with it. Can everybody still see the Badlands back there? It's beautiful back here. And the beauty is really not in as far as I'm concerned, it's the most underrated national park. Because there's natural beauty in the rock formations. That's fine. But as far as I'm concerned, it's the animal life. It's just insane up there. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen volume of animals. I've just never seen the diversity. What are you drinking? I am drinking Freedom. I'm drinking a can of Freedom. That's what I'm drinking. That's tonight's beverage. Freedom. Go get you some. I'm gonna try to catch up here on the messages. I think the wind will be okay. Up to is fine when we're testing earlier. Watching GPS location really kills my. That's awesome. Who is that? Dizzle Beer? I'm sorry, I can't read your name. Dizzle Beer 278. It's like the worst Oregon Trail game up top. I'll make a vid, then lol. I don't know. We thought of it, but I'm sure cold snacks inspired the idea. Great idea. I must be missing something. Cow patties will get you every time. Hey, look. We've often made our fire from a cow patty. Warmed our ration of beans for the night. What about carrying your poles like Tim does? I have one hiking pole. I have two, but I wasn't going to carry it. So my plan was to. Thank you, Todd. I'm glad you asked that question. My plan is to Stake one out, and it's not going to be here because I'm like I said, I already got the tarp up. I don't really, but I'm going to find some grassy, awesome place where there's no trees, and I'm going to do exactly like Derek did. One end's going to have a hiking pole, and one end's going to be my motorcycle, and um, it may be the Great Lakes. It's quite possibly. I ever since I started camping at the Great Lakes, I always wanted to camp on the salt, and it just never worked out for some reason. I think the last time it was underwater. I think the last two times there was a big lake under the salt flat. Anyway, no. The last time we camped on the other side. There's camping all around. You can camp anywhere. It's all BLM out there. But yeah, I've always wanted to camp on the salt, so that might happen very soon. Good question. Oh, yep, it's beautiful. Nice setup. Got to see Badlands last year. Yeah, Badlands is pretty special, and I think the best way to experience the Badlands is do what I did. Just park up there overnight on that little pullout, that little, I don't want to call it a rest area because the whole damn park's a rest area, but they got a campground. I bet you they don't want you where I camped, but man, that was so magic. It was magical. I'm sitting there, the sun's going down. I hike down a trail. I see a big bull coming up the freaking trail. I'm like, Jesus, what do I do? So I just jumped off the trail, went around the slope, so maybe he wouldn't see me. And he comes walking up, and then he looks back at me, looks back at me, looks back, and just keeps on going up the hill. And then I'm sitting there tripping on all the animals that I see down the hill, miles away, because I got my binoculars, I got my camera. Anyway, tripping out. I didn't even see the rest of the herd come up the hill, and they're all up by the bus, and it's just this big silhouette. It's just magical. And then getting woken up the next morning by another herd, maybe the same herd, I don't know, scratching on my bus. Magical. It's just magic. And I don't know that you could have all that if you were stuck in a campground. So, yeah, let's see who else is in here. I got 16 people in here. I know about half of you. Who are the rest of you folks? Chime in. Let me know who you are. Say hello. Diesel Bear, how do you have my GPS location? Do you have another name do I know your name and I sent you my GPS? Because I can think of, oh shit, I know who you are. Freaking dude, that's gotta be Garrett. What's up, man? Yeah, that's that's my aim. I'm aiming to get everybody really frustrated while I'm out here. I think everybody that's watching my stuff should be thinking, how do I get to do that? That's the questions I want to answer in the future. I want to answer, Don, how do you do that? How can I do that? How do I prep my life? How do I fix my life so I can go spend a month on my motorcycle? Dude, 2 weeks. I don't think most people can do 2 weeks because I think it's a mindset thing. You get 2 weeks vacation, most people do. Okay, if you can't put all those days together in 2 weeks and go do your thing, I understand. But I would say start with a 2 week. Start with a 2 week and then figure out how to do a month and then figure out how to do, that's kind of what I did in 2020, I did 2 months. And it was only because I ran out of time. I had prior commitments, so I ran out of time and wound up, 2 months. That was the extent of my journey. But you know, somebody else said how they did it too. They started doing weekends and then longer. I think it was B&B. I think he's talking about that. Doing small trips and then extending them, making them longer, and just getting more comfortable. I think that's really what you got to do. I mean, I don't have anybody just get divorced, sell your kids into slavery, and go get a motorcycle. I don't think that's a terrible idea. But small steps and growing into something where I would love everyone that says, Don convinced me. I made some drastic changes that didn't alter my life too badly. Drastic changes. No, I go on an adventure every year and try to find some of those places. That would be great. I would love for you guys to find some of the places that I've been. And somebody asked me about the GPS camp spots. Nope, you're not going to get the whole list of my GPS. But you said, Don, I'm going out to Colorado. I love that spot. I love that spot in Dinosaur that you got. You're hanging off. Can I go there? And that other spot. You want to get two or three spots that really enthrall you? Yeah, I'll share this with you, especially if you're a viewer. If I don't know, hey Don, first time commenting. I want your GPS locations of all your campsites. Nah, bro, sorry. Though they're out there, you can find them. I had well, Billy's a friend, but when I first ran into this guy, he had these unbelievable locations where he rode his dual sport, and he had a bike too back then. But he would take his friends, his other friends that he liked more. He would take them out to these magical spots, and he would post these pictures. Yes, tracks. I went, nope. He was the same, and I was the same way. Frustration that maybe a lot of you guys are. Ah, oh, man, come on. What's wrong with you? Share, bro. Just be sharing. And it took me a long time to see what he was saying. Well, his response was a little bit different than mine, and I think I still have that feeling too. I think I think everybody should be able to discover their own stuff because it's something really bad about discovering your own stuff. But my big thing is not. I think it's a good idea that you discover your own stuff, but I think it's very important that I give away my secret spots because I don't want to show up there next year and see 50 people there. I know right now, if I show up there and my spots, well, there's a few that are well known. You just drive around until you find them. But then there's a few spots that I had to actually do some investigation and find these spots. So, uh, and I may have been the first or second or third person ever to hit that spot. So those things I'm a little bit more cautious and careful about. But even if 50 people a year go up there, 50 people every year, and me, I want to keep it like that. And that's just for you guys that I know. All right, I keep asking and nobody's chiming in. I need to know who's watching this. You're watching, just click in the comment thing and drop and say, hey, I'm Bob. I've been watching your stuff for a while. Or, hey, this is my first time. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Because I want to know who my audience is. Because if it's my regular viewers, everybody knows what's going on. But if I need to explain what the hell I'm doing out here, I could do that too. So who's watching? Who all is in here? I know at least, yeah, roll call. Thank you. It's an ORV park in Attica, Indiana, called Badlands. It's dunes and trails. Yeah, it sounds like fun. Send me your GPS link then, because I don't have it. Dude, I'll send that to you when the stream's over. I'll send you my stuff. Yeah, you can track me. I think that's what Garrett's talking about. He's he's wasting all his time watching me. Spent 7 weeks riding around Mexico. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Retired, lots of time to ride. Yeah, well, dude, where are you at, old man? Maybe we need to hook up on if I'm gonna be close to you. Where are you at? What part are you riding? Because that would be a whole lot better. I don't want to come to you at all. I want you to meet me somewhere. I've got three or four people that are tentatively trying to hook up with me now. So it's a whole lot easier to go. Hey, yeah, I'm over on this side of the country, and then we can kind of coordinate. Well, I'm headed this way. My direction is west at this point, so I'm going west. Probably going to spend some time outside of Sturgis, Black Hill somewhere, maybe at least one night. Depends on the weather. It looks like it may be a little iffy for the next few days. But then Casper, Wyoming. And then who knows? I think we're heading west still. So I don't know. Hey, I'm Phil from Indiana. What's up, Phil? How are you? How did you find me? Are you just is this the first time you're watching me, or are you a subscriber already? Got my camper, but don't make plans for later in life, man. Make plans for today. Tied to the business, it's kind of hard for me to take off. Yeah, you can't take off for 2 weeks. You can't find somebody to run the ship for a couple of weeks, dude. Well, you just got back from a trip, so you do roll. Rude Roy here in North Florida. I know North Florida. I'd like to say I'm from North Florida, but I just know it pretty well. Got a spot down there in outside of Panama City. Thanks for introducing yourself, you guys. I really want to know Phil and Rude Roy. Definitely going to Echo Park this year, dude. Well, let's maybe you and I should plan that out because I want to go back to Echo Park. That's freaking amazing. We could do Echo Park and we could hang off the cliff there. Just get some knobbies for your Harley and we can go hang off the cliff. Yeah, we need to. I don't know what your time frame is, Gary, but you need to start thinking about joining me up here. I'm gonna probably be in the North Rockies, maybe California at some point, maybe West Coast, depending on the smoke and the weather and all that crap. But I'm just vaguely planning, man. You know, it's like anybody can say, "Hey, there's the thing going on over here. You gotta come check this out. I'm gonna be over there." And I was like, okay, it's 2 states away, but it's in the direction I want to go. So, okay, I'm not against that. So, if anybody wants to hang out and ride and go see something together, stuck in Indiana too. Yeah, I'm at work, but I'll be off soon. Haha. What's up, Moto John? SMK. I've seen you commenting. What's up, man? Where are you at? What part of the world are you in? Trans-American Trail in 3 weeks. Oh, hell yeah, dude. 60 days. Dude. Yeah. I'm kind of, I don't know what made me think that that wasn't going to be the thing. I guess it's the East. I I would love to do the TAT from like, what is it, Texas, Arkansas? Anyway, West. I want to do the Western section. That's the stuff that's amazing. You can't travel down a dirt road out west. It's not amazing. And then everything west of the Rockies is amazing too. So, but I guess just putting the check mark and the rubber stamp, having to do the East Coast sections just really wasn't a thrill to me. So I just kind of dismissed it. Yeah, dude. But I'm kind of 60 days back, right? I think you could do it in 30 days. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you don't have as much fun just hanging out and exploring, enjoying, I'm pretty sure you can go out and back in 30 days. Keep Gary away from two wheels, big life. Indeed, indeed. That's what the police like to call a crime scene. Yeah, Todd. And need to just keep him away from the peanut butter whiskey. He's just drifting right now. Mary Jane, she is great company. Who is that? I can't read names. Shoop. I can't read the name. Mary Jane, she is great company. Missouri, near Chemo. Oh, Kansas City. Okay. Yeah, cool, man. Are you riding at all? What's your deal? You getting out? Let's get those thumbs up going. Yeah, how about some thumbs up, bros? I'll get this camera out of my face as long as I don't have to. I wished I could stream from a drone. That would be cool. Y'all would enjoy that if I could just kind of stream and go, talking to the microphone while I'm flying it. Oh, check out the cows over here. They got some really cool cows. Mint thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. I'm not really all about business. I'm just kind of chatting. I wish we were doing a Zoom call. I could get everybody in here going, yeah, yeah, well, that way I don't have to stare at the screen and go, what's everybody saying? So I'm drinking real Budweiser because freedom, by God. It was the coldest beer they had. They had a bunch of other stuff, but it wasn't cold. And I'm actually getting pretty good at drinking more beer now. Y'all might be proud of me. I don't know. You might be wanting to refer me to AA, but yeah, I mean, I have come into camp in the last couple of weeks and picked up warm beer because that's all I had. Well, it wasn't warm. I don't think I can still drink warm beer, but it was luke lukewarm, room temperature. Yeah, room temperature is more accurate. It wasn't hot, but it's like, it's not bad. It's not bad. It was beer. It tastes like beer, just not cold. I'm gonna do it from a drone. Oh, that's kick-ass idea. Yeah, I come up with some good ideas. Most of them can't boil your beer. Yeah, man, it's so funny out here. I just noticed this. I'd never noticed this before, but like Illinois, Iowa, South Dakota, you go to a quick store. There's beer in the cooler. There's whiskey on the shelf, and it's not a huge selection, but there's whiskey. So it's like, yeah, that may be a better. Well, the problem I have is by the end of the day, the last damn thing I need is a bottle of 80 proof whatever because I'm dehydrated. So I've got to have something to keep me hydrated. And beer is so much better at that. I mean, I got a gallon of water. I could chug like half a gallon of water when I get here. But what's the fun in that? So I'm just kind of, if I tell you what, I'm probably going to wind up doing is probably going to get, so at some point I'm going to just get some whiskey on top of it and just go, hey, I'm hydrated. I've been hydrated pretty much all day. I've got a creek behind me. I'm keeping my fluids going, and then I've got that bottle of whiskey. So when I just want something and I don't have cold beer, I don't have to go to the store. So yeah, but ice, man, ice is so nice. Even I mean, I don't have to have ice for my alcohol, but it's so nice to have a crisp, clean, clear bottle of fresh, cold, whatever. It doesn't matter. And you can say bourbon, you can say scotch, you can say all this stuff. It's like, yeah, it's okay without. It's okay. Just like I've discovered beer is not too bad. One ice cube, just one ice cube. Or do what I do at home. I'll just stick them in the freezer, pour it. Oh, so good. And then as it warms up, the flavor changes. So you start getting all those aromas and the right. Todd, you're a bourbon guy, right? Do you drink your stuff? Do you drink your bourbon without being cold or no ice? I'm guessing you do. That's probably what you did the other day. I mean, I wasn't watching. I didn't see you dropping any ice cubes in your bourbon. Gotta be some way. Free man up for beer. Where can I want to carry around bourbon? I don't know if it's more economical because I drink a lot. It's probably going to be about the same. The problem with whiskey though is sometimes I drink too much. I very rarely drink too much beer because I could drink 10 beers, 12 beers, and it's not a problem. But if I drink half a bottle of whiskey, that's a problem. I drink half a fifth of whiskey, that's a problem. I'm stumbling around. Yeah. Anyway, I I'm not sure everybody has introduced themselves yet. Who are you guys? Yeah, no peanut butter whiskey's good, man. That's the whole point. That's what I was trying to make. It's good whiskey goes down so quickly, especially if you're dehydrated. That's almost 100% of the time I'm dehydrated. I haven't had anything to eat, and I'm excited. Like camping with you guys. Hell, three or four of you guys in here from Tellico. I'm always excited hanging out with bros in the woods. So I'm excited. I was dehydrated. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, I guess I didn't get plastered. Hell, Gary saved me from getting plastered because he drank all the peanut butter whiskey. Yeah, so yeah, it's too easy. It's too easy to get plastered. And with beer, I got to work at it to get plastered with beer. Maybe that's one of the things I like about it the most is I can drink a lot and I can walk home without falling into the cow patties or the cactus. How about that view? How about the view? How about some thumbs up for the view? The Badlands in the back. So we got two people that have been to the Badlands before. Who else has been to the Badlands? Anybody? Chime in if you've been to the Badlands. Drink it straight and neat all the time, never any odd. You're a serious whiskey guy. None of you guys ever cheat. You missed our dual sporting. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Man, it's been a long time since I've had a free state ride. I've told a bunch of people about it. And you know what's funny is somebody popped up. Who was that? I'm trying to remember the town you're from, but he was from your town up there. I was like, really? You good with others? They're from up there. And he didn't know you, so I don't. That's weird. Because you live in a small town. I just can't remember the name of it. Can't do bourbon. Pukes me every time. Clear liquor guy. Yeah, hey man. 10 beers and you have to pee a lot. Drink Pedialyte and you'll be okay. Yep. Yeah, Jeff. Uh, Heavy drinking tips from the guy that doesn't drink. Well, maybe you were different in the day. Yeah. Maybe you were pretty hardcore back in the day. I don't know. I'm just judging. Sorry. Yeah, old man. So, what do you do? Do you always camp in the campground, old man? I'm curious about that. What do you do? What do you do when you're here? Do you talk to the animals like I do? So I probably got 2 more days in South Dakota, then on to Wyoming, and maybe hang out with the dude that's going to ride a 50cc scooter from coast to coast. Not sure what his plan is yet. I think he may still be in the chat. I don't know. Um, but we'll figure that out. It'll be fun. Even if I can only spend a few days with him, it'll be fun. I can't imagine spending an hour with that dude and not having fun. So, and I mean that's going to be a spectacle. Would anybody in this watching this, would anybody consider riding a 50cc motorcycle out of state? Because that's just a few miles, maybe a couple hundred depending on where you are or less. Would anybody consider doing that? Riding to another state, the adjoining state. Would anybody consider? Because I would. I just don't know how I would. My thing with on a bike that's that small, I would say the biggest concern I have is safety. Like how you get down any road without getting run over doing what's it, 45. I think most of them are probably going to be topping out in the low 40s, maybe 30s. Jeez. So you're a road hazard. You're a road hazard that's going back and forth on the side of the road. But would anybody consider anyone? Bueller? 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 Is anybody still in here? I got 16 people that looks like they're here. Any questions about the Badlands? Anybody got any curiosities? Anybody thinking about coming this way? Because the Black Hills are what, 3 hours away from here. So this is the place to be. I mean, I don't think the eastern part of South Dakota is really much to uh, call home about, but the southwestern edge of South Dakota is just freaking amazing. The Black Hills. So it's going to turn from this grasslands, rolling hills, grasslands is going to turn into trees real quick within I don't know a couple of hours tomorrow. Um, and then big hills, small mountains, Black Hills, lots of water, lots of twisty roads, beautiful, beautiful country. So I may spend the next couple of days riding and exploring up there, and then on. I think eastern, from what I remember about Wyoming, eastern Wyoming is not that spectacular either. But Wyoming, from what I remember, has zones. Like some of them are just spectacular, and some of them are just kind of a lot like this. There's a lot of this in Wyoming. Um, Heavily eroded, chalky type. I think there's less chalk and more volcanic stuff, like more volcanic ash. Well, check it out. Sun's going down behind the clouds over there. Can y'all see that? Anybody? Bueller? Sorry, I've got a selfie stick tripod that I'm doing all this with. So when I do find a place, Todd, when I do find a place that's got really good internet, I'm gonna do some testing. I'm gonna set up a freaking tripod. We'll have it'll be nice. It'll be very well done. If I can find some place that I can keep my batteries charged and I got good internet and I got a good backdrop and crickets is the loudest thing that I can hear. Y'all can't hear those crickets? The crickets are the loudest thing up here besides me. Well, that and the galloping buffalo in the background. But yeah, when I get slowed down a little bit, like if I roll into some places like, oh, this is great. I can stay here 3, 4 days. Oh, Friday's coming up. I can schedule that 2 or 3 days in advance, maybe. Hey, live stream Friday night at 6:30 or Saturday night at 6:30. I could totally do that. And I like doing things, especially on the road. I didn't expect to like the live streams, but I really like doing them, and especially with a good backdrop like this. Man, there's nothing better. I wish I could make my head smaller and the mountains bigger back there, but I've got a big head. Those mountains aren't that big. Yeah, that would be great if I could make my head about this small down here in the corner and zoom into the mountains. That would be great. But this is what you got. This is me with a microphone on my belly. Man, the wind has died to almost nothing. Yeah, let's walk back up top. I'm kind of getting a little antsy. Let's walk back up top. I'll do some pans, and then maybe if you guys don't have any questions or curiosities or anything like that, we might end this thing. Damn, I'm sore. I'm sore from riding all day. So last night I was tired as hell, and I'm riding through South Dakota, and South Dakota, Iowa are some of the hardest places to stealth camp. And I was just like, man, this is gonna be tough because it's a bunch of freaking cornfields with no corn in them, so there's nowhere to go. It's cornfields, a little bit of trees, but the trees are always, always, always 100% around somebody's house. So there's a cornfield with no corn in it. So basically, a big dirt field. Big dirt field, a tree with houses around it, fence lines with trees around them. You can't get a bike to the fence line. I mean, there's no roads with trees around them. So you can't get on the highway and go down a road and go, here's some trees where nobody's coming. It's almost impossible. So I'm going through, I don't know, it was kind of early. It was 4, 5, 6 maybe. It was early. And I'm rolling through this small town, Freeman, and it said City Park, and it had a little camping emblem behind it. I was like, really? Yeah, let's go see what that City Park looks like. I really did. I thought it would be no. And I was like, man, they're probably going to be charging, so it's going to be $25, $30. There's like 5, 6 campsites in the middle of town. There's a small town. It's cool. So I filmed up there. You'll see it in a couple of weeks. Sooner, but probably not. Week and a half. Anyway, it's cool because I'm camping in a city park. And I'd love to say stealth camping, but I'm in my camping spot. And I did some editing. And I wonder if this image would be any better if I knocked my smudges off the screen. Woo! All right. Walking up the hill. Got my heart rate up. All right, so I'm back at camp. You can see I'm really a mess. Oh, check it out. I'm gonna show you what's over there now. You can see. Oh, can't remember what the town is over there, but it's right around the corner over there. Small town, Badlands Grocery. I can't remember what the name of the damn town is, but you can see there's sunlight hitting over there, and then you got these eroded dune-like things over here. How about that? How about that sunset? You can see it's still raining over there. I'm hoping that's the last rain we have tonight. But if it's going to rain, I'd rather it rain than the wind. Jeez, that wind was rough. See if this damn thing will stand up. How about that? How do you like that? Well, trying to get this thing to stand up. It's kind of like a tripod, but not really. It's a selfie stick with a little bitty tripod attachment at the bottom. It works real good on flat surfaces, but it doesn't work good in a cow pasture, which is basically what I'm sitting on. Well, what are y'all doing this weekend? Is everybody on the lake? Sports? What's everybody doing? What's everybody up to? Well, I'm having an adventure. Y'all got to be doing something fun. It's Memorial Day, right? Bueller? Bueller? Anybody? Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? You know, part of this live streaming is the interaction. without the interaction, I could just record a much better version of this video. And I'm trying to pour beer while holding a selfie stick and not pour it in my crotch, which it sounds like it's an easy task to do, but it's probably, I don't know if most people could do this. Motorcycle camping in the Badlands. What are you guys doing? Oh, there's 3 herds of buffalo behind me. I killed one of them. Got my motorcycle out there and I took my bow and arrow. So I just stuck it in 3rd gear and pinned it throttle wide open. Pulled my bow out. Shot the first big boy right between the eyes. Not one of them fancy compound bows. It's a big Indian longbow that my great grandfather Sitting Bull gave me. He was a big buffalo hunter too. Back in the day before the white man came. And you may think, well, Don, you're white. Like, no, I'm total Indian. Totally. I mean, if you see me bow hunt, you'd know that no white man could ever do that. And I was riding side saddle too while I was 3rd gear, pin the throttle. My throttle sticks, I don't know. I like to call it cruise control, but the throttle sticks, so. All right, so since I'm not getting any feedback here, I'm going to assume either people are coming and going and everybody that's been here any length of time is gone. I don't know it would be really nice to know who's in here. That way I can go, okay, all the people I've talked to for the past hour are gone. There's a bunch of new people. I can go, oh, hey, my name's Don. I'm in the Badlands. Or just south of the Badlands. That's the Badlands behind. I am in Buffalo Gap, South Dakota. Buffalo Gap grasslands. So there's a national grassland that you can do kind of pretty much whatever you want to, unlike the park. Although the park, it's one of the things I love about it. That's the park behind me. One of the things I love about it is there's not a bunch of rangers. There's not a bunch of signs going, don't get off the trail, don't do this, don't do that, no dogs, no this, no that. Which is why I don't really like national parks. As a rule, there are some exceptions, and that is the exception. Um, because it's a lot closer to this than anything else that I know of as far as a national park. Just don't burn stuff, don't dig stuff, don't destroy stuff. Kind of simple rules. And they let me camp out. Well, they let me. They didn't run me off like the other park rangers did when I wasn't parking camping that is designated. They didn't run me off. They let me sit out there all night and let me have a magical experience with the buffalo in their park. So there's a lot to be said about that. Has anybody had a magical experience at a national park besides me? Anybody? Anybody? I'm waiting for comments. For all I know, I'm offline. I don't even know. Because I see that looks like there's 18 people in here, but I don't know. I haven't had a comment since 77. Damn, that's almost 15 minutes ago. Oh, somebody gave me a super chat. What? I think that's what that is. Who gave me a super chat? It's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever had one of those before. I can't even tell. Can't even tell who gave me a super chat. I have seen those. Those are kind of cool. It's kind of exciting. A lot of guys doing live streams, they go, yeah, you want me to talk about your comment? You want me to answer your question? It's $5, $25 or whatever. It's just like, yeah, I kind of get I kind of get it, especially the popular guys. You don't want to try to answer 6,000 questions, but you just go, hey, $25, I'll answer your question. That's cool. Whoever gave me the super chat that I can't find, thank you. I can't tell. I'm on a phone. I guess that's what happens when you're on a phone. Does everybody still hear me okay? Old man still. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's yeah. Where the hell's Fur Chaser? Thanks, Fur Chaser, man. Hell yeah. Damn, I'm just now catching up on all the. Jeez, what happened? They were all gone. Holy crap. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I'm just now seeing all the chats that weren't here. Devil's Tower, I've been. I mean, it's impressive. I just don't know. It's really it's a circular hiking trail. I would say go. I would say anybody that's up in this area needs to go to Devil's Tower. It's impressive. You see it once, it's impressive. But it's kind of like the Grand Canyon. I've seen it. I'm not going back. I can't go down in it. I'm not interested. So yeah. But I would suggest that anybody. Well, what I would suggest is spend summer out here going to the national parks. That's what you should do. You should get the pass, get the whatever the yearly pass is like $80, and at least hit 4 or 5 of the damn national parks. Find out, and I'll tell you the ones not to hit. I would say stay away from Yellowstone. I would say stay away from Glacier. Uh, Rocky Mountain National Park is so awesome. I would say, golly, you gotta go because it's so freaking awesome. But there's a lot of people in that. Maybe just choose a good time of year to go. Um, there's a lot of amazing parks out there. Shit, man. There's a lot. There's a lot. And just unfortunately, it takes you a while to get to a lot of them. I got to go through all these chats and see which ones I missed. Philip cooking dinner. Still here. Oh, man. I don't know how I missed all these chats. I scrolled through them and it was just the old ones. I'm going to catch up, y'all. Don't fall out of the chair. Now, I'm going to try not to fall out of the chair. Needles Highway. It's a very nice ride, but there's too many people. Every time I've been on it, I just find myself going best trying to get around people. And it's very curvy roads and it's beautiful. I just wish there was a better time to get out there. Anybody heard from Wade? Shit, man, I missed a lot of chats. Sorry, y'all. I'm not real good with this phone chat thing. I am catching up. Camped with Mark last weekend. Oh, cool. Well, is Mark on the road? I couldn't figure out if he was going to try to get on the road. Todd? Don't fall out of the chair. I'm going to try not to fall out of my chair. Later, Hoagie. Looks like rain behind you. Yeah, there's rain clouds all around me. If you had 12 days to ride during the second week of October, where would you go? October's kind of tricky, man. October's cold and wet. I don't know, man. Uh, South. So, Texas, Arizona. It's nice. It should be very nice in Arizona. Texas should be okay. Um, New Mexico altitude. So, geez, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, Southern California, um, Arizona, maybe New Mexico, but New Mexico gets weather that time of year. So, especially the higher up you go. So, Arizona's beautiful, and you can get out there and back relatively unscathed. Solar bling still on the bike. Most of it. I don't know if you can see it. So, okay, now I know who I'm talking to. I thought that was Gary. Um, so So initially, I'm trying to I'm trying to piece all this together. Oh, that's what it was. We tried to repair. So my clutch cable broke. I rolled up to James's house. We hit, and the cable broke, and then I tried to solder it and splashed solder all over the side of my bike. Big deal, it's plastic, but yeah, I'm still wearing. The only thing that damn solder stuck to was my bike. Yeah, solder bling. Adjusted my clutch. I gonna roller skate in that buffalo herd. My intention was to get close enough to the buffalo that I could get some good pictures. I'm not gonna do a roundup this year. It's the wrong bike. Even unloaded, it's still the wrong bike. Not this early. I shouldn't be busy. He's on the road. Him and his dog are still delivering. Yeah, that's kind of what I got. He's trying to make money. But he's got some flexibility there, so maybe we'll see him out on the road here soon. I have a laptop, but it was raining when I set this up. So I think the last stream check back here. The last stream I did, um, I think I'm trying to remember streams. Oh yeah, the last stream I did at the lake. I had the laptop set up so I could watch. That was the only reason I had the laptop set up, so I could get in there and watch the chats. Much easier. Not this fooling around the freaking. So you're probably just joining us. I was telling the story when I first got here. I was chilling, had some cold beer, eating some snacks, drinking some beer, chilling. Damn, I got signal right here. I got a great signal. I could do a live stream. So I scheduled the live stream. I was like shortly after 4. Schedule it for 6:30. I got 2 hours. Yeah, so I'm just gonna chill. I was like, yeah, I wonder what I'm gonna do about camp tonight. I think I'll just tarp it. I'm gonna throw the tarp out. Just crawl under the tarp. No big deal, 'cause it's just ground. Except for the cactus, it's no big deal. But so that was my plan. And then I was gonna get up and do something. I was gonna check the weather one more time, and I checked it. It's like it went from 20% chance of rain tonight to 90%. I was like, oh shit. Well, let me go start pulling some gear up. So I stood up and turned around back this way. So I was sitting over here on this side of the bike trying to get out of the wind. And I looked back here, and all of this was just black. And there was a spot of rain coming down there, a big spot here, and a big spot over there. And I was like, holy shit. And I looked back at the timeline for the weather, and it's like 5 o'clock. The spike just goes up like that. It's like shit. I'm about to get freaking covered in rain. So I was like panicked. I just grabbed the tarp, I tied it off to the bike, staked it to the ground. I got 5 stakes. At the time I got the last stake in, I stood up and started getting pounded by water. It's like shit. All my stuff spread all over the place. So I started grabbing all my stuff, throwing it under the tarp. And then after I got everything thrown under there, I crawled under it and my back got wet. That's how much it was raining. And it rained for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then just, well, shit, that was unclimactic, non-climactic, anticlimactic language. Um, and about, so I crawled out, grabbed my chair, sat down, started drinking a beer again, and 10 minutes later, it started raining again, pouring down rain. Back again, crawled under the tarp. I was like, shit. 15 minutes later, stopped raining. And the way this thing is set up, I couldn't believe how hot it got under there because there was lots of airflow, but the air wasn't moving. The wind just stopped, so it was just a sauna. Anyway, I'm trying to give you the thing that you're going to see in 2 weeks. Anyway, I got most of it on film. How the clouds and the backdrop? Does everybody give me thumbs up for this freaking backdrop? It's all for you guys. No, it's not. I was going to come here anyway. I had no intention of live streaming. But I did think I could get the drone up. This is a pretty good place to fly the drone. Wish there was buffalo back there instead of cows. I'm going to do a slow pan for the weather. I know this is not the best camera to do live streams with, Maybe that's what I'll figure out. I'll figure out how to get good cameras running the live stream next time. But then I still got to get the whole audio stuff. Yeah, it went from death and destruction about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago to, man, this is beautiful. It's starting to cool off even. Uh, I got a bunch of new people in here. Where are you people coming from? How did y'all find me? Coleman, Alabama in the house. Hey, Jay, what's up, man? Mexico. Yeah, Mexico. That's next. That's my next adventure. I got to figure that out, though, because the internet's a problem. I don't make much money when I'm on the road. I mean, very little. I'm scraping by, but I don't empty my bank account as fast if I can do a little work on the road. So, um, but I got to have internet. I haven't figured out the whole Mexico internet thing. That was the whole Google fiasco. I was trying to figure out a way, international thing that I could actually use. And they've got unlimited everything except the freaking data. And data is the most important thing that I've got to have that. Phone call. I can get a burner phone and get some stupid little, plan for voice. But yeah, having internet's a big deal for me. So how come you didn't fly the drone on the ferry? Yeah, is that something they would? No, I could have done it. Except that fucking ferry is 36 miles an hour. That's how fast it was. And I didn't know. So my plan was, I saw a video of the ferry and it was in this long, and it was basically idling out of this inlet. That was my plan. I was like, man, I could fly that drone for a while. That would be cool. Landing it on that big ass ferry deck, the top deck wouldn't have been that hard. But we started in Milwaukee, so I wasn't sure about the length of time it was going to take us to get from the port to the exit of the inlet. It was much shorter time. I think it took us like almost 10 minutes to get into, I can't remember, Machigo, whatever, Wisconsin. That port was a very long linear port. And then when we got through the long linear part, we turned right and almost the same amount of port that we left Milwaukee. So it would have been really good footage on the other side, but I wasn't real confident that I could get the drone out. It was very windy, and I just didn't even think about it. I couldn't even get a jacket off the bike. That's how fast they shuttled us off and back up into the thing. So I walked in with a camera and my phone and a T-shirt, and I could only spend like 5 minutes on deck. It was almost 80 degrees when I boarded in Milwaukee, and we got out in the middle of the lake, and it dropped to like 50. It's cold as hell. And I'd go up. I wanted to stay up on deck because it's great. You're in the middle of this ocean, this relatively flat ocean. You can see anything. And I wanted to stay up there, but I couldn't because I just had a T-shirt on. So it's 50 degrees, and we're doing 36 miles an hour. Anyway, they had beer downstairs, so I didn't mention that. But yeah, they had beer downstairs. Does that answer your question? It's If I would have done it about it, I only paid $300 for the new drone, but still, I don't like crashing drones. So, Phil, your message has been redacted. I'm not sure why. It wasn't me. Oh, it's probably something. Either it looks like shit. How about that? I didn't know I could turn the camera around. Um, it's probably maybe something on a risque, and I can't fix it. I'm sorry. I don't know what you said. I can't even look at the thing. If I had the laptop out, I could at least look at what your message said, Phil. I'm sorry. It just says message redacted. And usually it's kind of like a approve or delete or whatever, try to moderate, fill. I don't care. I don't care if you cuss. I really don't. I wish I could open it wide up. Whatever you said, I can't read it, so I don't know what the hell it is. How are you doing? What's the next state? I'm in South Dakota. The next state is Wyoming. Probably 2 or 3 days away. I'm going to kind of slow down now that I'm in the awesome part of the state. I got stiff camping spots over here, baby. A lot. Um, I got my two nice spots. I'm probably going to go back up into the Black Hills, probably across from Rushmore, because that was a really good spot. I want to go revisit that again. So that's probably going to be my next camping spot. And then beyond that, I don't know. Maybe find another one before I leave South Dakota. But then on to Casper, Wyoming, where crazy dude Garrett is going to ride a 50cc motorcycle from coast to coast, and I'm gonna try to film at least part of it. So got a lot of new people on here, and I don't know who you are. Who all's in here? The ferry ride was $206, but my buddy Keith paid for it because he knew I wouldn't take it unless he sprung for it. I was like, dude, it's just a no. He's like, no, no. So, dude, yeah, 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 it's crazy expensive. I got on there with two motorcycle guys, and they rode first class. They got a discount, but still, it's probably $160, probably about as cheap as you can get it. I kind of think it's worth it. I don't know that I could talk anybody out of it. It was freaking awesome. What's going on, Momo Rider? Looks like a great place. Lee from Tucson. Hey, man. Um, might stroll by Tucson on the way back out when things start cooling off. Maybe go grab a beer somewhere. Milwaukee. Yeah, the good land. Yes, Phil, did you get my answer about the ferry ride? Gary Gibson, it's me, it's me. I don't know you, Gary. Tell me more about you, bro. Where are you from? I forgot about I've got open beer here. Anybody got any questions about South Dakota? Because I'm going to be going to Wyoming, probably live stream again from Wyoming. I think the live streams are just going to get better and better. Hopefully, the internet. I'm hoping to refine them a little bit, maybe have some structure to them. Shit certainly does not have structure now. It's just kind of like, hey, I'm here. Look at the stuff behind me. Hey, what's your name? How about that? How's your sunset? Does your sunset look anything as nice as that? Oops. Hey, what's your name? What you got in your backdrop? You got buffalo and antelope in your backdrop? I do. All right, what do we got? We got questions, we got comments, we got what? I think I must have some lags on the comments because the last time I asked a question, I got no response. I was like, no response. Is anybody still here? And then all the responses came flooding in. I was like, oh shit, how did I miss that? So if that happens again, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. It's either the phone or it's YouTube. Yeah, pretty skies over there. Turn around. And there's pretty landscape behind me too, but I'm wondering how bad the lag is. I'm wondering how bad the picture is. I'm wondering how bad the audio is. I'm always worried about that because I can control some things, but on a live stream I can't control anything. I am at the mercy of the wireless gods. Let's do a quick pan real quick while we can. Let y'all see everything. Well, let's switch cameras. How about that? Oh, look at that. What do y'all think about that? So that's kind of what everything looks like out here. It's kind of just, it's very impressive. And yet the sun's going down. And yeah, they call it Badlands. I'm trying to remember why it was called Badlands, because you couldn't easily travel over it. And I think it was the French. I can't remember the history. It's been a couple of years since I started studying the history, but it's got a lot of interesting history. All the years that I think it was trappers that first came up here. I don't remember. I don't keep so many facts in my head. Yeah, how's that? Is it any better? Sky's prettier behind me. Yeah, I guess people get tired of looking at the rugged landscape. How's my audio? You guys can hear me okay, everybody? Yeah, so tomorrow I'm probably going to be riding up to the Black Hills. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I could probably ride through this part of South Dakota for a couple more weeks, but kind of anxious to go hook up with my boy Garrett. And you will be finding out lots. Whoops. You'll be finding out lots more about that coming up here in a week or so. So I don't know. Answer this question. I really want to know how people feel about this. Well, there's all the chats that weren't popping up before. I think he was asking about the cost of the boat. Yeah, I think I answered that. I don't know. South Carolina on your videos. Gary, yeah, hey man, thanks for watching. Any camping get together, a plan for around here anytime? Man, in the winter, yeah, I'm always game for something around there. But I think there's a couple of guys in here in this chat right now from Kentucky. So I think it's Todd still here. Auto else, man, geez, yeah, I got bandwidth, man. I wish the picture was better, but I'm sure my shitty little Android phones. If I was shooting off of an Apple iPhone, I'm sure it would be amazing. So here's my question. Um, I know there's a lot of confusion about how I'm posting things, and I would like to explain it all and go, oh, it's real simple. If it's an episode, that was a week and a half ago, and it's kind of like, the timeline is, something that kind of makes sense. But then I'm throwing in shorts and streams. I kind of want people that are watching me kind of anxious to see where I'm at and kind of want to stay in touch and stay connected with where I'm at. I kind of really want to do that. And it's so much easier for me to do something like this where I just sit down on the side of the road. It took me 12 minutes to rig this mess up, whereas it takes me 12 minutes to set my laptop up to start editing. So my question is the confusion worth, is that's because that's going to be the cost. Is the confusion worth the I don't know how to even ask a question. Maybe I should drink about 3 more beers and come up with the question. The price is the confusion. So is the update worth the confusion? That's okay. It took me a second to try to word that. So is the update worth the confusion? So the updates are the shorts that I post. They're so easy. My God, it's so easy just to pull out a phone and go, hey, here I am, and blah, 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 and I'm moving up the hill, and blah, blah, blah. The live streams are easy, even though it takes more time, but I'm not editing a damn thing. I don't edit this at all. It takes me 12 minutes to set it up. I could probably actually give some thought about, some structure and stuff on these, but so again, the question is, are the updates worth the confusion? This may be the wrong crowd to ask. I don't know. This may be the crowd that's like, fuck those confused guys. But maybe we've got some guys in here who say, yeah, it's very confusing. I don't know where you're at, and I'm confused, and I don't know my name. And September, yeah, you guys. So where's my Kentucky guy? Florida Custom Motors, dude. The first thing you need to do is hook up with Todd. That's Todd. Todd is Sport Bike Gang. He's got a YouTube channel. He posts stuff. You guys should start there. I think everybody that's in the same state should be hanging out with each other and riding as much as you can, camping, whatever you guys are doing. I think it's a good place to start. Hey, I'm in Kentucky too. Hey, what do you? Oh, you like motorcycle camping too? Hey, I'm trying to learn how to do X, Y, and Z. How do you? Yeah, well, let's just go hang out in the woods, have a fire, drink some whiskey. And it's just, it's fear of the unknown, just like yeah, we're all in the Matrix, dude. Which is why you need the red beer. Man, it is beautiful out here, and the birds are chirping. Wind is maybe 2 knots. So it went from 30 to 45 to 2. It's just a lazy little drifting wind. It's barely lifting the tarp at all. Man, I had to stake that tarp down like 3 or 4 different ways because it was just sitting there going, bah, 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 bah. It was driving me crazy. It's like, okay, that's not going to work for the audio. It's going to eventually tear my tarp up. Although, man, this tarp is amazing. I want to call the war bonnet guy and go, hey, man, I've been using your hammock for the last 12 years, and I think it's amazing. I traded and got a Haven, so I'm using both now. Man, Haven's really comfortable, but man, I love your tarp. I love your hammock. You got anything new? Because I think I'm gonna have to eventually at some point. I'm gonna have to get another tarp. The thing's I can see pinholes in it. I've seen drops of water coming through it, and it's like finally, this thing is starting to fall apart after 12 years of hard use. So yeah, I really like War Bonnet. Can't tell. Oh, check out the colors really hitting the sky. Check this shit out. This is cool. I think. Okay, number one. Let's do this. Check that out, man. All right, now check this out. Ooh. Oh, see the colors like I'm seeing them. Well, let's get this thing out of the way. Ooh. How about that? And none of y'all can hear the birds, so you're missing out on that because this damn microphone's really good at isolating sounds, and it's isolating all the birds. There's a ton of birds out here. There's some big birds out here. I thought one of them was a hawk. It's like a small hawk flew up. And he just starts chirping up the storm. So let me see if I can zoom in on the. Oh, look at there. How about that? Yes. How about that? Now you can see a decent picture of the Badlands. Or can y'all see that? So over here, you might be able to see, if I can get it to focus, you might be able to see some cars running on the top of the Badlands over there. It's probably about 15 miles away. I don't know. Can you see the cars? Lights. You can hear the birds? Wow. Okay. Yeah, you definitely need to get Liberty Forever out there, dude. Um, sorry, I'm messing with my camera here. Yeah, this would be a whole lot cooler. I would much rather y'all look at the landscape here than look at my face because the landscape actually is beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude, that guy rides. He rides with other people too, so I don't see why that should be a problem. I think you could easily be able to get Liberty Forever out hanging with you guys. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, short updates, Gary. You like them? Yeah, I think maybe the folks that are watching the live stream, maybe they're not going to get as confused because you got the notifications turned on. You guys are in here, so it kind of makes you guys a little bit different. Maybe I should just worry about you guys and not worry about everybody else. I don't know. Let let everybody else that's not really tuned into what's going on with me and let them be confused. But I'm also thinking about doing a adding something to the videos like maybe you guys tell me what you can think about this. So I'm thinking about adding kind of I don't know and some kind of an intro where it's like every video is like, hey, I'm Don Moto Giant. I'm in the middle of my adventure, and here's what you've lost. I think that would probably help the people that maybe are just now coming in late or it's the first time. You know, kind of like I like what Magpie does with her videos, except it's the same damn thing every time. I don't like that. But it is a kind of an overview. So I'm going to set this camera up here and I'm going to take a piss while y'all are watching the sun go down. Yeah, like Magpie does. Hey, my name is Amanda. I make videos about inspire you to get and do things. I like your intros. I just wish you'd swap it up a little bit. So I'm lost. Can you hear this? How about that? This is what you get. This is what you get when you tune into the second hour of a Moto Giant live stream. You get live pissing. It's a pissing contest. Oh, check this shit out. Wow, it's really getting. Man, I hope some of these colors are coming out. Yeah, this is what I'd like to do. I would like to live stream and go, hey, this is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Let me walk you around this magnificent landscape that I'm suffering under here. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see all the colors and the depth of that sky, but it kind of gets you close, maybe. Let's see. Here's the thing that you really need to be aware of. You see those big ass cactus right there? They're everywhere except where my tent is. They're everywhere. I am locked in. I am landlocked by cactus. I'm just hoping to get out of here without poking a hole in my tire in the morning. Oh, oh. I think I'm dying, y'all. Well, I know I'm dying. Just I think I'm dying a little bit faster this week for some reason. How ridiculous does that sound? All right, it's gonna stand up on its own, maybe. Ooh, yeah. All right, so I got how many people in here? I got 15 people. Yeah, it's starting to get boring, I guess. Well, if y'all got more questions, I'll give you guys questions or comments. Maybe I can answer a few more things before we close this thing off because we're closing on 2 hours here, folks, and it seems like about 15 minutes to me. The bovine. There's no bovine. That's all buffalo out there. Can you see the buffalo out there? Because they're right. Let's see if I can get my finger in the right place. There's about. This is a very small. Oh, there's the big ones. There's the big numbers right out there. Just on the other side of that little. Looks like a mud hill. Looks like a big, huge termite mound. You can see them. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yep. You guys see them? There's the big herd. I think you say that. I'm totally. Uh, God, I hate this freaking comments. They're holding the comments. God. Far side, yeah. Mo info, Mo there. Yep, I like it. Sing or something. Is that small creek? I hear. No, there's a creek. It's a very small creek. Now let me zoom out here. A very small creek that's running in between me and the buffalo out there. But it's not really moving. It's just kind of sitting there. You kind of see where those trees are. That's the. But it's very small. In fact, I had some dudes on four wheelers. They were herding the cattle before. I thought they were just out here having fun, but they got on their four wheelers. And they kind of ran. I should have got that on film. That was kind of cool. They're the new cowboys. They're on four wheelers, and yeah, it was kind of interesting. So the chats come in all at once, y'all. Sorry, not much I can do about it. Leave me your bike. Yeah, hey, look, if I'm dead, uh, y'all come get my shit. There's some good shit on the bike. Unless I crash the bike, bike's up for grabs, So I'm trying to figure out. I'm also This is a kind of a dilemma too. I'm trying to figure out how to share my location. There are people. I got about 10 people watching me now. They're tracking me as I move across the United States. And I was thinking, when I got out here, I was actually thinking of sending a few emails out or texting to my buddies and say, hey, I'm going out here in some tricky shit today. So if I get out here and I'm not moving in a couple of days, have somebody come out here and check my last locations. Come find my dead body. Something. I might be under the bike. It's always been a big fear of mine being in that situation. It's a lot more frightening than death. Just death is, frightening enough for most people, but dying slowly, pinned under your bike with a broken back or a broken leg or ankle or something, that's just terrifying to me. I don't want to die like that. So I thought about if I could hear, it's like, wow, this is some tricky shit. But it wasn't. It was just I just had to go slow. But I guess what I was trying to say is I want to figure out a way to share my location with people on a limited amount, with especially the people I don't know. But the people that I do know, people I hang out with, and right now I think there's only about 10 people. I want to expand that a little bit more, but I don't know who the hell you people are, so I don't know that I want to share with a bunch of strangers. So it goes back to that old request I made a few weeks back. Is like, who the hell are you? I want to know you. So if you're interested in tracking my progress across the United States, maybe I would be interested in anybody tracking me. I would be interested. Who's interested in tracking me besides the people that already have my my Google Map link? Yep, I was recycling. Yes, still have you. Yeah, I'm really pleased that the two of you are tracking. It's that interesting to a few of you to go, hey, where the hell's Don at? Oh, look, shit, yeah. But what would be more interesting for me is if you guys said, hey, wow, you're going through there? Really? Oh man, I heard there was a thing over there. You need to go check them out. Or, hey, you're getting close to shit, if nothing else, a brewery. Oh, there's Dude, you're driving right past a brewery in that little small town. That would be awesome. I got alerts. Hey, dude, you're headed north. About an hour and a half from you is a little cool little statue in a brewery. That would be cool. So I've got more tour guides or travel agents. It's probably more like travel agents. That would be cool. They got like a team of travel agents. Hey, Don, make sure you stop there. Back when I was there, they had this really cool, whatever, ice cream or hamburger or beer or whatever. That would be cool. Up until the point where I stopped drinking and eating the crap. All right. Any other questions or comments before I hang up here? Dennis here. Yeah. Oh man, cool. Well, hell, I feel bad. There's people keep coming in here. All right, Todd. Hey, take care, buddy. Good hanging out with you. I'll try to schedule one next time a little bit more in advance. Getting hard to hear. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to my microphone. How's that? It's got to be better because the damn thing's 6 inches from my face. So I got people coming and going. My name's Don. I'm Moto Giant. I am out on an adventure. I'm shooting for 6 months or till I run out. All right, Motorhead, I'll stay on a little. I got really, that's kind of what I've been thinking the whole time. I'm not really doing anything. You guys are staring at the awesome landscape, and I'm just running my mouth. The, uh, the update on the Haven on the ground. I'm going to give you an update on my next video uh, of this. I don't think this is the accurate place though. I want to do a real here's how you do a bivy slash tent thing. The what I'm gonna do tonight in the Haven is not gonna be that. It's gonna be I'm gonna slide that thing under and I'm gonna protect my mattress with my Haven. That's all I'm gonna do with it. So I may cover that tomorrow or the on the video, but it's gonna be a week or so before I do that. What I really want to do is something like Bonneville, something like the desert where there are no trees. I mean, I can find trees around here. I can hang tonight. I just wanted to be up on this ridge. So this is not going to be the best example of haven on the ground, but I'm going to do that coming up soon. That's why I got the hammock. That's why I got the haven. I really did not want to carry a tent and a hammock. I was tired of it. So that's why I was really interested in the head and also the comfort thing. And the comfort thing has so far surpassed anything else that I've used camping. So, but I can't imagine it being any worse than a tent on the ground. It's smaller, it's got a very small footprint. But if you think about it, you're crawling in and out of the haven while it's hanging. So what's the real difference? Is it just a mental thing? I don't like being on the ground. I don't like being in a tent. I don't like that stuff. Um, yeah, I had the damn thing rigged up perfectly. So did that answer your question? You want me to give you some reviews on the Haven on the ground, and I really haven't spent any time in it. And this is not going to be a test tonight because really it's not going to be set up for what you're asking. It's going to be protecting my air mattress. So it's not going to be a good test, but I'm going to have a good test soon if I make it that far. I hope that answered your question, Richard. Did you get a Haven, or are you thinking about getting one? Yes, that's my plan. I'm gonna do a good review of the Safari too. I haven't done that yet. Haven't done the review of the Safari yet, but I'm gonna do an update on the Safari. I'm gonna do an update on the ground because I've set the thing up twice on the ground before. I've just never slept in it, so I don't want to comment on something I haven't done. But it looks like it's. I have the Safari with the XL mattress because I had a slow leak in the Safari mattress, and I just had the XL replaced because it had a catastrophic failure. So I think it's just my big fat ass being on a air mattress. I think I don't know. Oh, you're rocking the war bonnet, dude. There is nothing I can say about the war bonnet except great things. But and here's the thing about my Blackbird. After about a week in it, I start wanting something else, and that's why I started looking into Haven. I was like, I've had more comfortable sleep. And it's only after a week. 2 or 3 days, no problem at all. It's like, man, this is so much fun. It's so easy to set up, and it's so, you know. The problem is, I wake up 2 or 3 times a night, and the Haven. If I wake up once a night, it's rare, and if I wake up once a night, it's to get up and pee. I'm not uncomfortable. It's a dramatic difference in the war bonnet, which is the most comfortable hammock I've ever slept in before the Haven. So that's kind of I made that comment earlier. I think before you were here, Richard. I really want to reach out to War Bonnet and go, hey man, you guys got anything new? And tell them the story. It's like I've been a huge fan of you guys for years, and here's why I moved into the Haven. Do you guys have anything? Is there anything on the horizon? Can I get involved in the R&D? Can I be a big fat man guinea pig? I love their stuff. Their stuff is awesome. I have after 12 years with this tarp, I've finally got my first significant leaks, and you can see there's pinholes in the pullouts on the top on the side of the tarp. So shit, man, I can't believe they lasted this long. But it's kind of like, also, it's like, wow, I gotta find a replacement tarp because I use my war bonnet tarp on top of the Haven. So if they give you what a fanboy I am. Well, not just that, but Haven, they need a bigger tarp. They need to make it. They need to develop a bigger tarp. Period. So there's that. I see. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see. There's lightning lighting up the sky in the distance beyond, just to the just to the right of my bike. If you can see it out there, might want to might want to watch that a little bit closer here. So we got 11 people in chat. It's dwindling. I don't know if you guys got anything you want to talk about. What's much better, Gary? Oh, the microphone. Yeah, dude, get out there and do something. Get a hammock. I would also recommend that you try it in your backyard first. Make sure you spend the night in your hammock in your backyard. I know nobody wants to do that, but I would highly recommend it, especially if being comfortable. Get the bugs worked out while you have some internet, or shit, man, call me if you can't have. If you're not, oh geez, there's lightning flashes all around. Let me move this camera. Let me move this thing over here. Maybe we can get some lightning bolts. Because I think weather's cool. I really like storms. I just don't like being as exposed as I am right now. And I'm exposed right now. Can't get this thing to sit level. Hear the bird now? Y'all still hear the birds? Y'all see that? That lightning bolt? Can't get this phone to stand up. There we go. Yeah, I would like to do this once a week, at least once a week. I would love to do this. Hey, here's my new camp spot. What do y'all think? Woohoo! It's just not in the most awesome places. They don't always have the most awesome internet, or should I say, cell phone signal. But this place, I got 5 bars, and humming. I'm humming at 100. I think it was 131 gigabits or megabits. Excuse me. It was humming. Did y'all see that flash? Can y'all see that? Anybody see the flashes over there? Did I mention that I love weather? Did I happen to mention that? Uh, did you see that? Did you see that flash? Did you see it? Did you see it? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody watching? Can't believe it's daylight there. Yeah, it gets more and more crazy. Let me tell you, what's really crazy is going up by Canada or into Canada. 10:30 at night, it's still light up there. Wow, that's crazy. Not just that, it's light up there at 10:30 at night, and then it's like at light at 4:30 in the morning. It's crazy. The Tau Hercules meteor show, or maybe an amazing showstopper happening on the night of the 30th. So or like this week, yes, like 2 days. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Wow, I'm capturing the lightning. I can see it. Are you guys seeing it? Oh yes, Spaz, I see. Lightning flashes, cool. They're much cooler when they're way off. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, yeah, they don't have to be over my head. I'm very exposed out here, which is gives me a little bit of concern. Now, all of y'all know that my RT was struck by lightning, right? Did y'all know that? Luckily, I wasn't out camping in it, but I was about, I don't know, 12, 15 feet away from it when it was struck. I was inside my bus. The bike was outside, got struck, went down a tree. Yeah, it was not a fun thing. Cost me about $500 to get a new computer. It blew out a $600 charge controller in my bus. What else did it do? Think of. All right, y'all stand by. I'm gonna have to go get a sweater. It's starting to get chilly out here. Enjoy the lighting for about 2 or 3 minutes. So here is one of the heaviest things I have on the bike. It's all my freaking clothes. Ridiculous amount of clothes. But I'm paranoid about being wet or being dirty. So I carry a lot of clothes. I got 2 sweaters. This is one of them. I got one pair of like thick pajamas that'll keep me warm. I got several pairs. I don't know what the weight is. I'm not sure what the weight is. There's a lot of clothes in here. It's about probably a week and a half, 2 weeks worth of clothes. But there's a liner for my jacket. These guys are kind of heavy, but they're very warm. So everybody else bitches about being cold when I'm not cold. Well, that's the problem there. It's like I got pretty good clothing gear, so Back to our regularly scheduled program. Lightning flashes. Oh, that was a good one. Did y'all see that one? Yeah, there's some good ones over there. Hell yeah. All right, so I'm gonna have to tinkle again. Wow, the whole horizon is blowing up over there. Wow, shit. I may have to hang out in the live stream a while because that's some good storms coming in. Maybe they're not coming in. Maybe they're going. That would be better if they were going. I'm okay with the going. Y'all see the lights from the town over there? I don't know if y'all can see that too. Did y'all hear anything I was saying when I was walking around? I forgot. I forgot I laid the microphone in the chair, so I didn't even think about that. Nobody's probably gonna hear anything I was saying when I was out there pulling all that shit out of the bag. But these are cool. So Richard, in the stealth world, we don't layer down, we hunker down. Might want to check out Steve Wallace. He's like the god of stealth camping. I didn't even know who he was until I started doing a lot of stealth camping videos, and I was like, hey, I wonder if anybody's doing anything cool out there. And then I discovered Steve Wallace made a couple years ago. He's this little he's this little creature. The best, super nice guy as far as I could tell, but that's what he does. He's stealth camping videos, so he's very creative. He does all kinds of weird stuff, and I think people are really interested in what he does because it's like he kind of covers all the bases. He kind of covers if you got a no budget, you got $10, you got $30, you got cook stuff while he's stealth camping, which I think is really cool. But if you haven't checked out Steve Wallace's videos, go check out. It's Wallace with a Wallis. Steve Wallace, and his videos get like 500,000 views. So he's been doing it a while. But yeah, he's just kind of like a he's like your neighbor. He's like every man. Nothing really unusual except he's really into stealth camping. Uh-oh, I hear a coyote. Woo, how about that? Can y'all hear the coyote? Man, I hope y'all can hear that, but I doubt you can. It's very faint. Spider flashes. There's some pretty interesting flashes going on over there. Can't Fusking hear you? Can y'all hear me now? Best nature webcam. Creek sounds. Two big weather alert area. Dupree on Highway 212. I don't know where 212 is. I think it's got to be a few miles away from me. Soothing sounds of nature. Piss noises. Mekong Delta. What's up, brother? Thanks for sharing a beautiful moment with us live. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I wished I could do this every night. It's powerful weather. This is just a fraction of what was going on earlier. Just search camping with Steve. That oh yeah, that's a good idea. Camping with Steve. That's how he starts. That's his intro. Hey, welcome back to Camping with Steve. Today we're gonna do whatever and the thing, and then we got some stuff to cook up. And here you know. Yes. All right. Cool. Try to move this camera over here so y'all can see the lightning and I can see the screen when y'all say something. Oh yeah. How about that? Live weather alert from the Badlands of South Dakota. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of lightning when I'm out in the middle of it. I can remember when I was in boot camp, we got out of so much training and so much marching. All the miserable hot summer months, we got out of it because there was lightning. Might be lightning today. And we're not going to get all the troops out there when I'm struck by lightning. So, and if we were out in the middle of it, and some lightning came along, we'd hustle up into like an aluminum little shelter. So if it struck, it would be shielding us. So yeah, they really didn't want their soldiers out in the field training and get caught by a bolt of lightning. So it is dangerous. Lots of people get killed every year by lightning strikes. I hope it stays over there though. I'm okay with not having any more weather. Do y'all hear the thunder? Here, let me put the microphone closer to the thunder. Y'all hear it now? That's what you heard. I'm hungry. No, Jay, I've got the tarped off to the bike. I'll walk around here in a second. Let's a good couple more bikes and finish this beer. It really is beautiful out here. I'm not sure. I don't hear the lightning, but it seems like it's getting more and more pronounced. So either it's lighting up the sky and moving away, or it's coming away. Yeah, you hear chips. I have to start calling him lug nuts because he has to have balls of steel. No, I'm just stupid. Motorhead, I'm not. I'm not a hero. I'm just stupid. I'll walk y'all around real quick. For the folks that have not seen, yeah. So there's no trees out here. This is what we got. Oh, let me tighten this thing down. Don't lose my phone here. So this is a lean-to. I do this when I don't have trees, or if I just don't feel like setting anything up. I've done that before. Kind of a pretty, pretty fairly popular thing with the old school biker crowd. Damn, there's no light out here. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you just tying up to the bike, staking out the ends, crawl up in there. It's like an open tent. There's no bugs out here really to speak of. The trouble I'm gonna have is this ground is not doesn't look as soft and pleasing to touch as it's not very pleasing. It's very rocky. It's got a lot of cactus and dangers for my mattress, which I'm very protective of. So I'm going to have to pull out my Haven, the tub. I'm just going to use it as a tub. I was gonna pull out my Tyvek, my footprint, and just sleep on that with the bag. But that's not going to work because the piece of Tyvek that I had in my bag is just a scrap. It's not the one that I cut up and measured for my Haven. So, yeah, I got to pull the damn Haven out to sleep on the ground. Anyway, that answer your question about the tent? I hope it did. Did anybody hear that I said? I forgot about the microphone. Yeah, I'm an old man. I got bad knees. It's just my huge balls. It's my huge balls. They weigh me down to the chair, and no, I grunt. I'm old. I just turned 57, and I'm not in great shape. My knees are bad, and yeah, that. Well, that's camp tonight, and it'll be very pleasant. I think it's supposed to be 58 degrees tonight, so it should be a very, very pleasant evening, hopefully. Oops, that's a little bit slanted. Well, since you guys are enjoying the lightning strikes, I'm going to let you continue while I pour me another beer, if that's okay. Oh yeah, the lights that you guys are seeing. That's that little town. There may be 300-400 people in there. It's very small. They got a gas station and a grocery store and something. Oh, they got a little bar and grill. Sounds like they got good bar food there too. So probably not going to show up there. If I'd have known about the rain and all that shit, I probably would have just hung out there and got soused and then come up and set up my camp. Yeah, totally. Totally. I probably wouldn't even come out here if I'd known there was going to be a 90% chance of rain. I did not know that out here. So 90% chance of rain. If I had to do it over again, I would have found a couple of trees. Because I know how to survive a storm in between a couple of trees. But out here on the plains, it's kind of a little bit different. How's the picture? It's starting to kind of look grainy. Probably just my shitty little camera. So it's much darker out here than my camera is showing. Just trying to brighten everything up so it's much darker. It's probably twice as dark. The lights that you see in the distance are the brightest thing out here by far, but you can't tell with this exposure. It's overexposing. So now there's lightning all around. I'm going to turn the camera over here because there's lightning everywhere. Might as well get the Badlands. So it's lightning on over there on the Badlands too. Maybe we'll get a. Yeah, you see that pop over there? Anybody see that? Oh, there you go. If it was focused, it'd be a whole lot cooler. Well, hopefully I can figure out another setup where I can actually get some really good pictures. If I get really good internet and a really good camera, and I can set that up, maybe I can get some really truly high def stuff going here in the future. Especially, there's some cool stuff, man. I've got some plans to hit some cool stuff. And if I can just find the cool stuff that's got internet connection, a good internet connection, I would love to live stream from Bonneville. Oof, man, that because has that ever been done? Um, and I'm shocked at how few people or how many people know so little about Bonneville there now. You know, a lot of people have heard a few things, but I guess the shocking thing is motorcycle people, car people, people that should know what's going on in Bonneville have no idea. Like, yeah, I know a little bit as a racetrack. Really? That's it? Salt Flat. No, Motorhead. It's a shitty Android. It's a really cheap Android phone. I'm surprised at the quality of pictures it does put out, but again, this goes back to the fact that I can do it on better equipment. It's going to take some uh, it's going to take some work. Rest stop? Yeah, dude, that's a good idea. I wouldn't. Well, rest stops. There's a really good chance I can get good internet from a rest stop. But the problem with the rest stop out here, there's so many cool places out here to camp. Why would I want to camp at a rest stop? So maybe you guys can help me with this idea. I've been playing with this idea of, but I've only been able to come up with two types of stealth camping. The stealth camping where it's an awesome spot that you want to be, but somebody doesn't want you to be there. That's one type. And the other type is I'm going from point A to point B and I've got to camp somewhere. That's the thing. It's like it doesn't matter. It can be behind a dumpster. It doesn't have to be gorgeous. It doesn't have to be magical. It doesn't have to be that thing that you write home about. Just a spot for you to camp. And it may be in the middle of town, like I said, a dumpster. But I'm just wondering, am I missing something? Is there something else that I'm not? Because I think there's really, to me, there's only two types of stealth camping. It's the thing that it's like that thing outside a dinosaur, that magical place on the side of the cliff, almost as good, maybe even better than um, Echo Park, which is about 15 miles away. They're both fantastic. One of them is totally legal as long as you pay your camping fee, which is fine with me. And the other one is probably totally illegal, or at least going to be frowned upon, or at least somebody's going to go, hey, no, you don't need to be camping over here. And so, but those two things are, well, camping behind a dumpster, I've done that. I don't know. That may be the one thing. How about graveyard? Graveyard. Not the most exciting place in the world. Not travel across Texas to find that one graveyard to finally get to camp next to all those dead people. It was, man, I need a place to camp. And this is about as convenient and obscure as any other place that I've ever found. Just there's not a lot of traffic. That was the big thing about that. So I think, hey, here's the things that you need to know about stealth camping, and keep these in mind because stealth camping can be freaking awesome, or it can just be, I need to go to sleep, and here's a place that I can sleep. So opens up some doors there, but the big doors that I like to open are the cliffhangers. You're hanging off the side of a cliff. You're not supposed to be there, but you find your way in, and nobody's going to find you because you're an expert stealth camper, right? Yeah, but if I do have a chance to live stream from a rest stop, I'd totally do that. Totally. Yeah, so when the sun goes down completely and you can't see the sky anymore, we'll end the live stream about that. It does seem like we got a lot of people in here. How about that? Got a little bit of a bike in there too. We can just get the camera to stand up. If y'all saw what I was doing, trying to juggle all this stuff, it's pretty funny. Can y'all hear the wind or the crickets? Uh, that's a good question, Mekong. I don't know how to answer that. Feeling has a lot to do with stealth camping, so I would say it's something you can't really deny. But yeah, yeah. I guess I've never really thought about that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you get a feeling when you roll past a place. My feelings are always like, oh, I wonder what's behind those trees over there. I wonder if that's got a good view. Oh, I wonder. And sometimes like, oh, that could be incredible, and nobody's going to see me up there. There's lots of times I'll go back even though I'm not ready to camp yet. It's like, ooh, yeah, I'll remember that on the next stop. So yeah, that's the feeling is pretty strong. I'm not sure if well, now I'm not sure of your question. I guess I'm gonna forget. Feel. Instinct. Yeah, instinct I think is kind of feeling, right? I mean, isn't that what we're talking about? We're talking about you got a gut feeling. I guess that answers the question. The wind's starting to pick up. I think it's going to be a lovely night. And if the wind's not blowing in the morning, I'm going to have me a cup of coffee before I leave. I'm going to pack up all my crap, which is not a lot because Well, actually, I'm gonna have to pull out that Haven. I'm gonna have to blow up the mattress. I guess I could just toss it, sleep on the ground. I guess I'm just not that tough. I like being comfortable. I, I like sleeping. I like having a good night's sleep. But those damn needles on the damn cactus just really bother me. I don't know that I want to expose my thing. I think I'd rather expose my body. Uh, oh, the covert stuff is pretty cool. I like getting over. I like being sneaky. I like doing the things that nobody else can do. I love that part. I love the being the only guy that's well, that's another part of it. I'm the only guy out here. I got the whole place to myself because I went around the fence or I climbed over something or I rode past the do not enter sign. No, well, yeah, I'm really struggling with the whole private property thing. I really don't like private being on private space. I don't like that because I, I've been there. I don't like people being on my property. I understand that. So it's tough, but there's a lot of private property out there, so it's well, so if it's commercial private property, I have way much less reservation. But I don't like making people uncomfortable. I think that's the big thing for me. It's like I think about how I act. Like, if some hobo came across the street from me or in my backyard and it's like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call the cops. Okay. Or maybe shit, I don't know. Maybe I'm a tough guy. I walk out there and go, hey, what are you doing, man? Probably not. I just probably just call the cops. Hey, there's some dude out camping in my backyard. Can you come check him out? So it's that kind of thing. If some cop is on patrol and you're behind the dumpster, he may or may not make you get up and go because he's got no skin in the game. He either got a call or he didn't. He either found you back there or he didn't. He either knows that you're riffraff or he doesn't. If he doesn't feel like you're a threat to the community, he doesn't have to do anything. It's like, hey, yeah, man, just be gone in the morning. You can't stay here for a week. I'm out. See ya. You won't see me. When the sun comes up, I'll be gone. So yeah, that's part of it. It's the thrill. Well, you look at Steve Wallace. I guarantee you, it's all about the thrill. It's drama. It's all about those things. Yeah, my camera's trying to unfocus here. Yeah, yeah. You guys, if y'all like my stealth camping stuff, y'all will love Steve Wallace's. I'm not sure if I ever learned anything from it, but it's fun watching his stuff. It's fun watching him get into and get out. That's like 95% of stealth camping. Getting into the place being seen and then covering your tracks, making sure nobody sees you when you're in there. But yeah, it's like almost all of it is just getting in without being seen and then not being seen when you're in there. Picking the right spot's pretty big. You got to pick the right spot. You can't pick the spot where everybody's walking by and driving by and stuff. Somebody's going to see you. So, but lightning. Anybody still in here? I'm saying 12 people, but I can't tell. I'm saying the feeling about you're alone and nobody knows where you are. I don't know how to explain. Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, dude, just imagine being here. If you think the camera looks good, it is it is all encompassing to be in the middle of all this. It's just really extraordinary. Oh yeah. Well, if you like that, I got one from last what was that? November, October, November. I was stealth camping similar. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was outside. It was south of Houston. I was riding around south of Houston. I was getting dead tired, and I found this area that was there was not a lot of stuff. There were a few trees. I couldn't find the right trees, but I wound up parking in between the neighborhood and the highway. So it's a really cool spot. I really like that spot. Um, so yeah, that was I felt like that was next level. Just getting into this spot was the hardest thing. Getting into the spot was the hardest thing. Getting into the spot without being seen was the hardest thing. So yeah. Well, yeah. So look for more spectacular um, nights like this. I want to do some more with some really amazing scenery behind. Crazy neighbor, yeah. Crazy neighbor. Yeah, they do antics. That's what makes them enjoyable. They're cutting up. I just don't know how it got. I don't know how it got like, what is it, 3 or 4 million. I just can't imagine his stuff, the stuff that he does, being popular to a general audience. It's just hard for me to imagine. It's hard for me to imagine that that's capturing the imagination of a huge part of our YouTube. It's hard for me to imagine. Oh, some cool lightning strikes over there. I can't tell where the weather's moving. It looks like it's moving closer to me though. At least the sky right above me is almost blue, relatively clear. I'm sure I'm going to get some more rain. I just hope that I'm not going to get wet. Hoping I'm not going to get wet. I can hear car noises now. That's how quiet it is. Can y'all see that car headlights over there? I don't know where they're coming from, but they're not that far away. That's probably only 3 or 4 miles. I don't think that that is the Badlands, that's National Park, but wherever the hell they are, they're a whole lot closer than I've seen anybody else. So if you're just joining us, this is a skyline over the Badlands National Park. I am camping in Buffalo Gap National Grasslands, and we're looking off into the skyline with storms circling probably about halfway around the sky. There's storms to the north, which is where we're looking at this moment. There are storms to the east, and I can't tell right now, but it looks like there's probably storms to the south. But I think the most brilliant storms are to the north, just behind the backdrop of the Badlands back there. So yeah, I missed a few of the comments. I hate this phone. Next time the show will be on the laptop. That way I can catch all the comments. I can just film with the phone or whatever thing I wind up doing. So apologies for all the technical difficulties. I don't even know if anybody can hear what I'm saying because I forgot about the microphone once again. Oh, I hate to go because the lighting is getting better, but it's just getting harder to see. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm gonna for either a Friday night or a Saturday night live stream in the future, and I'll try to get you guys a day or two notice, and hopefully we'll have some extraordinary uh, backdrop as good or better than the Badlands, and then otherwise I'll probably have another video out maybe Monday or Tuesday, depending on what I get done tomorrow. It's 100% dependent on what I can get done tomorrow and the weather and all that stuff. Hey, how about that? That was a good one. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you on the next one.